Alright, here we are back in the backyard. Back at it with another episode of Whiskey in the Wild. It is what it is. But hey, making the best of things. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And today features a fairly beautiful bottle of single malt scotch in the form of Glenfiddich 15 Solera. Very nice stuff. This is a standard Glenfiddich. It's been aged in bourbon barrels, new oak barrels, and sherry barrels before being harmonized, as they say on the label here, in the Solera vat. And the sort of mystique behind the Solera vat is that it's never less than half empty. So, well, half empty, half full, however you want to do that. But bottom line, the Solera vat is never below 50% capacity. So there could be stuff in there that's just been swimming, you know, and that's what's really nice about the Glenfiddich, the Glenfiddich Solera, is the Solera vat, and that usually gives it almost every bottle a little bit of a different character. You can definitely smell the sherry notes in the cork. The old classic glass for tasting purposes, and we'll get a nice. I'm not driving anywhere. Let's get a nice deep pour going. Not that I drive anyway. I got a bus pass. That's about it. So let's see if I can get that in the light there. It's darker. Let's see if I can just hold up the bottle. Let's see if we can get some light through there. Anything? Trying not to have the camera be backlit, but there's a good spot. Ooh. Yeah, you can see that color there. It's fairly dark. Kinda, not so much on the amber side, still golden, it's like dark gold. Okay, here we go. Definitely notes of sherry. And oak. Slightly citrusy. It's you know, the alcohol note is more on the citrus side. Sort of citrusy, sherry, hints of vanilla from the bourbon casks, but not so much. It's very understated. The sherry cask takes over. And it goes like sherry, new oak, bourbon, and then that Glenfiddich essence. Very nice. Not so much buttery. Definitely more citrusy. So if I'm not mistaken, Glenfiddich is a Speyside style, so it rides that fruity, clean zone of whiskey. So I'd say it's the nose is very much accentuates the barreling, and you're getting like layers of sherry, new oak, bourbon on top of the, like, I guess, you know, standard Glenfiddich profile. Probably could have done an actual Glenfiddich 12 before the 15, but hey, here we are. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a sip. Ooh, that color is actually quite nice, and what the heck? The tree floaties. I'm under a plum tree in the backyard, and some floaties came off the tree. What are you gonna do? Hey, it happens. Yeah. You know the old forest floaties? Still around. Okay, here we go. There's nothing else weird in there floating around. No, just some forest floaties. We're not in the forest. Ah! Whatever. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That's some Glenfiddich, all right. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'd have to say Glenfiddich is a little bit sharp. It's a little bit citrusy. You know, compared to other Speyside like Altmore. Altmore is very sort of smooth and rich almost, whereas Speyside is kind of sharp. Sharp and clean though. It's not bad. Again, it's like a citrusy sharpness, where like Glenbreton has another style of sharpness in there. It's a Speyside style, but in a Canadian whiskey, and that's on the peppery side of the sharpness, where the Glenfiddich is on the citrusy side of sharpness. So it's sort of citrusy sharp. The new oak comes through a lot more on the tongue than on the nose. On the nose, the sherry comes through more. On the tongue, it's the new oak that's taking the stage. It's not overly sweet. It's not very sweet, even with the sherry and the bourbon oak in there. And it with Glenfiddich being a Speyside Scotch, it's not very sweet. It's certainly drier than other sweet whiskeys, so you don't get that thick mouth texture afterwards. So that's nice. Well, it balances it's a good balance. So we've got citrusy, sharp, semi-sweet, dry, with notes of sherry, and the barreling on the flavor is more towards the balance of the new oak, and then with sherry and then the bourbon barrels rounding things out. That's quite nice. That color is just gorgeous in the sunlight. Some good leg action going on. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. So let's do the rundown one more time. We got, it's a citrusy sharp, Speyside, semi-sweet, semi-dry, with notes of, on the tongue, this is about the tongue. On the tongue, the notes are new oak, sherry, and then bourbon. And it all comes together in a fairly, I would say, intermediate range of complexity. Fairly solid intermediate range of complexity. Yeah. It's not like, it's complex, but it's not like deeply complex, if that makes any sense. I mean, a Glenfiddich in and of itself is that basic Speyside style. And again, that's not basic bad, it's just basic, like no frills. You get the single malted grain in the barrel, and that's Scotch. That's single malt. Where this is kind of like the next step up in terms of like flavor complexity and what you're getting out of the barreling. It is very nice. The citrusiness on the nose fades with time and reveals more of the creaminess of the new oak. Something to note. Just want to sort of sit here and exploit it for a few more minutes. Definitely. Yeah, sitting here for a few minutes, the citrusy sharpness has faded towards the sherry vanilla. The vanilla of the bourbon. Whoops. I swear that never happened before. Spilling it over here. Swirling too hard. Sheesh, wasting the good stuff. That was like $1.15 worth. Oh boy, right down the drain. Whew. Okay, well, in any event, here we go. Well, that's very good. The citrusy sharpness certainly mellows as with time and air, and reveals more of the oaky sherry barrelings. Not bad. Not at all. Well, I think that pretty much rounds it out. Let's see, nose starts out citrusy sharp. Speyside Glenfiddich. And then it rounds out into the barrels in terms of on the nose. The sherry stands out first, with new oak and then bourbon, in that order, in my opinion. And then on the tongue, again, it's that citrusy sharp, semi-sweet, semi-dry Speyside style. But the barreling order is sort of switched up, where on the tongue the new oak stands out more, and then the sherry and the bourbon. Okay. So now, just for fun, a good friend of mine who gave me this, Kyle of Death Reception, inspired me to do a shot with Chase, just to kind of round out the experience. Whew. And I kind of just did do a shot, so it's time for another, but I'm going to chase it this one. And we got some orange vanilla Coke here, something different. Okay, and I'm going to sort of review how it mixes. Okay. We got some Glenfiddich Solera, some orange vanilla Coca-Cola. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. Ah. Ooh. Oof. I gotta be honest, that was not good. An orange vanilla Coke, I like that, that's okay. Glenfiddich 15 Solera, I like that, that's okay. But doing that as a shot chase, that was not good. When this stuff is meant to be a sipping whiskey, you take a whole shot, and this is like an 1.25 ounce shot glass. This is a bathtub. You take a whole shot like that. Oof. It's almost like an insult. Ah, there's just so much flavor, like concentrated flavor going on. Like getting it as a shot is like, and vanilla Coke would have been a better choice for washing it down with, but that orange kicks in, and it's like, again, it's like, stop. All right, that's my take on that. Does orange vanilla Coke mix well with Glenfiddich 15 Solera? No, it does not. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And as always, stay warm and dry out there.